Sorry. Really sorry. I didn't know that I'm not audible and all. But yeah, in today's live, I will mainly be focusing on the Turborepo setup over there. Good morning, Jeb Hardwaj. Sorry for that. I haven't been audible. So I will be focusing on that, and with Turborepo setup, I will be using Prisma and I will be using TailwindCSS. Okay, this is the title of the video as well. So I should not worry about it much. Let's simply continue. By the way, there. Oh, hi. Good morning. So let's get this thing done as soon as possible. I think this particular setup should not take a lot of time. Main focus is gonna be on the setup, so I hope I will be able to find that as well. I think this is the one, TailwindCSS. So TailwindCSS framework with the allows blah blah blah. Quick start, create a Turborepo with the Tailwind E. So this is gonna be the setup for that. Interesting. Now we can just simply go ahead from here on. I hope this is the setup. Their dependencies, nothing else. Almost everything is gonna be the way you want. Just let's continue from here on. So first of all, let's integrate Prisma. First of all, create a Turborepo setup, integrate Prisma, and then integrate TailwindCSS, and you are done. Then you can just work on any project you like. Alrighty, so let's continue. Let's even keep it on the right side or something. It's not gonna be happening that way. Never mind. First of all, let's open VS Code. Can't really open that. Never mind. Let's go to the desktop. And right now I'm gonna be keeping VS Code on the left side and my Chrome on the right side, something like this. And let's continue from here on. So first of all, I have to create a new directory. CD, one step back, ls. Inside this, okay, that's gonna be fine. What do I have to do? First of all, I have to create a directory. I will be copying and pasting everything. There's nothing hard in that. So let's go ahead with that. First of all, set up your project. You have to set up the project. npx create turbo latest turbo prisma. This is gonna be the name of the file, turbo prisma. Again, we will be naming it turbo setup just for the reference purpose and all, because that's gonna be a setup with the Prisma as well as TailwindCSS, and this will actually simply create that. So let's simply copy and paste the things over here. Few things I'm gonna be changing. This thing is gonna be changed over here. Turbo, come on here, Turbo repo, yeah, Turbo repo setup. I'm just gonna be naming it this. That's it. Nothing special in this. I just want to rename the folder. That's all. What's wrong with this here? Just a sec. This is misbehaving. It should not be behaving like this, but never mind. Insane. Is it crazy here? Why is this behaving like this? Now it's fine. I can move it rightwards, can't I? No, I cannot. This is crazy. Why am I unable to move it the way I want? Just wait a sec. I'm stuck with the issue. What the hell? Okay, never mind. So this issue is crazy. Maybe Forge is not working properly. Okay, extension, where is that? Okay, I came here to work with the Turborepo setup. I got stuck with my own setup. So where is Forge? This is the one. Turn it off right now. Turn off the way. Alrighty, this is done. Let's turn it on again. And now it should be able to handle the things the right way. Alt F2, restart it. And let's continue. I think it's gonna be working fine. These types of things keep happening. Setup problem, not a big issue. And I can move it rightwards a little, just like this. That's it. And what is the next thing that I want? First of all, I have initialized the project. Let's click yes over here and continue from here on. By the way, good to see you guys here. Good morning to all of you. First of all, the setup is being initialized, Turborepo project, and after that I will be going ahead. It's gonna be easy peasy, so not really a big thing. There's gonna be one change that is not mentioned in the documentation, and because of that thing we face the error. Okay, what are we gonna be used here? Nothing is installed. Come on. npm is installed in my device, so let's go with the npm. By the way, pnpm, yarn and bun, they are not installed, so I will have to install them. Never mind, let's continue with the npm right now. Doesn't matter which one you are going with, it's gonna be working with all those ones. I hope it's not gonna take a lot of time to just download this stuff and all. And as for the network quality, that's pretty much fine. Alrighty. This is just gonna be a setup video, so I'm not gonna be actually working on a project, or I may be working once the project is ready, don't know. Let's see. First of all, I want it to just go ahead. It's gonna take time. Okay, by the way, once this is installed, after that I will have to install package database, packages, JSON. Okay, I will have to change the name, version 0, that's fine. Package define package.json as follows. Even this is not the one. I started with this one. After that I have to cd into that, then I have to install everything, because things are already getting installed right now, so I will not have to do this. After that npm install turbo as saved. Turbo, that's already getting installed, I don't think I need to do it. And after that cd packages, inside packages I have to create a database. I will name it db for now, and then just remaining things are fine. Come on, this should be working. यार एक गजब है, इतना टाइम कौन लेता है? इतना टाइम हमारे पास भी नहीं है भाई, वेट करो और क्या. Sorry for that, you will have to wait. I think I have a good network connectivity. Fast.com. Okay, that's done finally. Not jom.com, whatever. Okay, run npm build the ls cd turborepo setup. Let's open this particular directory only. What the hell? Sorry, my bad. Wrong command at the right place. Like this. Okay, that's gonna be open. Let's close this particular directory, and I will have only that particular folder here, the one that I just created right now. Okay, and let's move it rightwards. Done. And let's continue from here on. I think I already have my node modules, and if I have my node modules, that means inside package.json package.json I already have the dependency. Don't I have that? I don't really think so. Dependency, dev dependency. I already have turborepo as a dev dependency, so I don't need to install it automatically. I mean by default, manually, but by default. Let's continue from here on. So this particular section is done here. After that this particular section is already done. I don't need to do it, it got automatically done. Then the next thing is that let's even try to run it, npm run dev, whether it is actually running or not. Check that thing too. There are two documents. Let's see, open it, and it turns out to be running. Okay, there's an issue. What's that? Never mind, I will be fixing it later. Not really a big problem. Let's stop it now. Even I will have to create a backend over there. I will have to just get the setup ready. I'll have to use my database client over there, so we will be even working on that. But even before that, ls cd packages I have to create. Packages is already there, so just cd packages ls. Then there is ESLint, TypeScript and UI. Then I have to create a database, so mkdir. I will not name it database, rather I will name it db for now. That's gonna be enough. I mean, shorter version. What else? mkdir created db, right? ls. Now I have the particular db inside that. Let's cd into db ls, and now I will create the package.json file. So package again, you have to just follow the documentation, and everything else is gonna be okay. Few things that you will have to keep in mind, so I will be telling them. Package package.json. Let's run it. After that I have to edit that, so vim and package.json. I'm just simply keeping the things inside this file, so don't worry, you can do it manually as well. And I will be pasting the whole thing from here, Control Shift C, and then over here. This is not how it works. Let's simply copy it from here and Control Shift V, run it, and just save it. Okay, save. For saving it, I'm gonna be doing like this. If you cat package.json file. Okay, let's do one thing. First of all, remove pack that got created by mistake. Sorry for that. I have just package.json file, and I will be editing the things inside package.json file only, just like this, vim. And now interactive mode, Control Shift V, done. And if you can't do it directly, you can just edit it manually. I will even be telling you that exactly how you can edit it manually. You must know that anyway. If I just cat this package.json file right now, so I have this much these things inside this. What is the next thing that you can do if you want to edit that manually? So What are you doing, bro? Nothing, just getting the proper setup ready, Turborepo setup ready with Prisma and TailwindCSS, just for the setup ready purpose. So I have packages over here. Inside this I created DB, and inside DB I have package.json. Inside this particular thing I have created a package.json file, and this is the thing that is inside that. Simple, easy peasy, nothing hard. Let's continue from here on. And after that I have to install these packages. So without any further delay, let's copy and paste the things and install them. Done. Most of the things, most of the time you have to just follow the documentation. Few things that you have to keep in mind that needs to be done. Do you know web development? Yeah, I know that. I'm a full stack web developer who can build the websites. I'm learning about, I'm working on the projects and learning about DevOps, and I know what is. Okay, ls. So this particular thing, wow, I mean crazy. What have I done over here? I have installed these files in here. Come on here, I should not have done that, but I have done that. Sorry. Let's remove these things from here. I had to install all these things on the outer level, at the root level. No, this is fine, sorry. This is fine. Because this is gonna be related to Prisma and all, so I need to have these files only here, and they are gonna be installed on the top level as well by default, so not really a big problem. This is the, what is the next thing? The next thing is that I have to simply initialize this. You can use the NeonDB to get the database and all, or you can just simply use this command. Your database will automatically be created. So let's go with this one too. Prisma gives you database URL. I want to, what can I do? You want what? You want to learn web development? Let's simply run it. Yes, database will automatically be created, and again the another thing is that you can go to any a database URL provider, and from there you can get the URL string and all. It depends on you, but I will be going directly with this. So ultimately output will be in the generated and Prisma. Generated Prisma. This does not make sense. Yes, bro. There are many playlists on YouTube. Just go and follow them. There's a playlist by Code with Harry, even Rohit Negi, and there are some other YouTubers as well. Though the syllabus is not complete on the other ones, but you can directly follow playlist of Code with Harry or Rohit Negi. Authenticate. Let's authenticate myself. I will be authenticating with the help of Google, and let's use this account. कैन यू स्पीक हिंदी? अरे बिल्कुल भाई, हिंदी में भी बोल सकते हैं, क्या फ़र्क पड़ता है, बिल्कुल बोल सकते हैं. ऑथराइज प्रिज्मा CLI, क्या करना है भाई? प्रिज्मा CLI वांट्स टू एक्सेस द फॉलोइंग. ओके, आई थिंक ये तो डन हो गया. डन. ईस्टर्न वर्जीनिया सिलेक्ट करते हैं. बट यू आर क्वाइट गुड एट इवन इन इंग्लिश, लाइक यू आर कॉमेंटिंग इन इंग्लिश, यू मस्ट नो दैट इफ नॉट रॉन्ग. Turborepo setup, run it. And the database will automatically be created, so we don't really need to worry about that. Having said that, okay, it's being created, and right now the database string is this. Let's simply click on this and have a look at the database that got created. Open it right now. Okay, let's welcome back. Let's continue with Google. This particular email. Okay, so ultimately अभी मैंने create किया था Turborepo setup. So this is the database that automatically got created. From here I can get the connection string and all. Which language should I learn? If you actually wanna learn web development, then you should learn JavaScript, HTML, CSS and JavaScript initially. इतना सीखने के बाद फिर आपको थोड़ा backend के बारे में सीखना पड़ेगा, and ultimately you will have to build the project. So overall, if I talk about the languages, so 3: HTML, CSS and JavaScript. एंड उसके बाद तो बहुत कुछ सीखना पड़ता है, बट या बेसिक ओवरऑल इतने से आप आपकी स्टार्टिंग हो सकती है. ओके, क्लोज दिस. एंड व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट थिंग? वंस आई हैव डन दिस, लेट्स कंटिन्यू विद दिस ओनली. सो दिस विल क्रिएट डॉट राइट, एंड देन आफ्टर दैट आई हैव टू क्रिएट दिस. डू आई नीड टू डू इट? I have to create a user. Inside that user there's gonna be ID, email, string and all. Let's copy this thing, and I'm gonna be creating this. I think this got automatically created. तो इधर आते हैं, क्योंकि जो मैंने पिछली this when I ran this command, ultimately which command am I talking about? That's not here. Alrighty, so when I ran this command npx prisma init, so it simply initialized my Prisma schema as well, and inside this I have my schema, and I can just simply get rid of the extra code, and I will be pasting this. These are just the what models. Again, if you are working with what can I say, Prisma, you must know them. So can you start a company with me? Definitely, why not? Learn web development first of all, and yeah, once you are there, let me know. I don't have any problem working with, but the thing is that you need to have the right kind of plan, right? Company cannot be started just like that. You need to plan the things in advance, and then you need to even prepare for that and all. So yeah, if you are actually ready, everything's ready to give your all, so why not? Auto increment this. So this is the example models that I have created again from the database, so docs, so I don't need to worry about that. After that, inside my package database, I have to check whether it is exactly the same or not. So Prisma config, right? Prisma config.ts, this is the file that I have. Inside this I have .env Prisma config. It is telling me that module not found. That's fine, I will install it. But apart from this particular thing, schema migrations, path Prisma migrations, data source URL database. Okay, that's fine. The only thing that I can do over here, Prisma config, it is saying that it is not found. So I did install the packages, if I'm not wrong. Why am I getting this error? Let me check that again. @Prisma client, this was installed. Why I should not be getting this error. Having said that, if I'm getting it, so let's install it again and let's see how it goes. By the way, .env file that got automatically installed, so I don't even need to worry about that. Let's close this and let's see. Okay, right now the error is gone, so I can just simply go ahead from here on. So this thing is done. After that, warning, it is recommended to add a generated Prisma to the .ignore file because it contains the platform speaking binaries. Yeah, why not? Let's do that. So inside my .getignore file, what will I say that .ignore file is here, right? So to add a .generated Prisma, this is the getignore file that got created, and generated Prisma is already added over there, so I don't even need to worry about it. Generated Prisma file hasn't been generated yet inside this file I have. So okay, that's fine. Okay, what is the next thing? The next thing is that add scripts to run migrations. I don't need to do it. You can do it, by the way. I mean, of course, that's not the most important thing that you need to do. By the way, that's good if you just go ahead with that. By the way, db generate simply generates that, so Prisma generator. So it will just simply generate your client, and then migrate will simply migrate the database, migrate your schema to the database. Then we will make a company. Can you create AI app? Bro, I'm learning. I'm still learning. Then we will make a company. That's good idea, but I'm still learning. DB deploy Prisma migrate, and just being able to create an AI app that does not guarantee that you will be able to create a company. You need to have a solid plan before that, because if you have a solid plan, you can get developers easily, and you can go ahead with that. Prisma migrate deploy, this is going to be used for deploying and all, so I can go with this if I want. I mean, why not? I mean, this is not even bad. So inside a database in package.json, I'm gonna be creating the script, or I will just simply copying and pasting. Again, this is optional. You can directly go ahead, or you can go with this, completely up to you. But this is a good way, better way, so why not? So inside this particular package.json file, I will have these scripts here. So let's paste them over here. Simply, it's gonna be like whenever you wanna generate, so you have to run this command. Whenever you run this script, whenever you wanna migrate, run this. Whenever you wanna deploy, run this, and you are sorted. So simple. Okay, after that, I have to add environment variable over here. Let's add these scripts to turbo.json in the root to ensure database URL is added to the environment variable. Okay, I don't really think that this is needed. If you are mentioning environment variable over here, that means it is going to be accessible everywhere. So yeah, if you want to keep the environment variables in the root level file, and then want everything everywhere it is accessible, then yeah, you can do that as well. I will be even showing you the example, so let's do that. I mean, why not? Let's simply create it right now, and so many files are open. So I'm gonna be following, I'm not skipping actually anything right now. Even I'm gonna be getting this particular setup done, then I will be telling you the difference exactly what is the use of all the things mentioned here. So let's copy this thing and paste this thing over here. Again, it's gonna be like this: configure, done. After that depends on nothing else. And as for these things, db generator cache false, db migrate cache false, persistent to db deploy cache false. Ultimately we are saying that the result of these things should not be cached. So again, it's not a compulsory thing that you have to do it, but if you do it, it is a better thing. I mean, yeah, so that is why I'm gonna be doing them two over here. So under dev section, I'm gonna be just simply pasting the code that I'm getting. I will even tell you like without them how you can just simply go ahead, but as for now, let's simply go ahead with the setup that we are getting here, so that yeah, we have some extra things too. Once this thing is done, then npx, okay, npx turbo db migrate. As soon as you run this particular script, your migrate will happen, like you will be migrated, your schema will be migrated to your database and all. So let's copy it and paste it, Control Shift V, run it, and it will be done. By the way, you just need to wait for a while. By the way, got an error, so congratulations, now need to resolve it. What is the problem here? The problem is that there is no env file, if I'm not wrong. I have the env file, yes, I do have the env file. I do have the environment of database URL as well. Come on here. So what is the problem with that? Error, so many errors. Repo cache wipers, force this, fine. Load Prisma config.ts, create migrations, changes uses Prisma migrate dev options. Okay, create migrations from this error lifecycle, db migrate failed with error db Vipindra to Turborepo setup failed, command failed, Prisma, see Prisma is generate, okay, fine. Error command, this migrate command, home Vipindra, this successful, this. Alrighty, turns out that we are facing an error. What is that error about? No idea. ls, let's I wanted to migrate, I should be able to migrate here as well. ls, so I'm inside the main one, and if I just run npm install to just install everything, let's see. Once this got generated and I'm trying to simply migrate the things, it should be working, everything is already installed. But if I want to migrate, I need to have that. I already have that. Should be working fine, by the way. Let's see one more time. cd packages ls cd db ls, and inside this what will I be doing? That Prisma is already be generated as well, and it's gonna do the job right now. Okay, it happens. Simple. Like I have to, whenever I just migrate, I wanna generate the file as well. So right now it will be just simply doing that thing. I was just simply skipping the generate, if I'm not wrong over here. Skip generate, and because of that thing I was getting the error. So it's gonna take a while. It will take some time, but at the end of the day it will be just sent over there. So if I just go to studio, and soon I should be able to just see the data over here. Okay, no tables found right now, but it will be done soon. Just gotta wait for a while and then it will be done. And this is not all. Setup usually takes time. So even if this is a setup, init schema, it's gonna take time. Especially when this setup combines all it. This setup actually combines your TailwindCSS, Prisma and all, everything. So yeah, it is bound to take time, but this thing got done right here. Let's continue from here on. And this, what is the next thing? If I simply reload the page, I should be able to see the migrations over here. So right now, this is the migration, post schema, post table and user table. I'm getting them over here, so that's a good thing. Congratulations. And we can just simply continue from here on. So the next thing that we have to do, once we've got this much done, Control B, and now I can just simply go ahead. So we have generated. After generating, then we have to export it. So even for that, we have to create a source folder, and inside that we have to create something called client.ts. So let's create. Okay, from here we are actually going to generate. We are gonna be getting the clients and all. So let's do that. And so far, what all we have, let's have a look at the things that we already have so far. So inside package, I have DB. Inside DB, I have Prisma. This automatically got generated whenever, as soon as I ran the npx init command. And inside this particular thing, I have the schema that I just migrated right now. And this is the schema that automatically got created. I just added this much stuff from my own side. So yeah, if you are following the documentation, everything is gonna be created automatically. .env file, this database URL automatically got added. If you don't want to use this one, you can go to NeonDB. From there you can get the URL and paste it over here. It will work fine. And then inside this I have my Prisma config.ts. Again, these things were automatically generated. I just checked whether everything's right or not. This particular script I added over here, again completely optional. If you don't add the script, you will have to run the commands separately. Otherwise you can just simply run these scripts and then they will do the job. So this thing is also done. This thing is also done. After that, the next thing that I can do actually over here, that's gonna be creating a source folder, src. Inside this I will be creating client.ts, and it's mentioned here. That's it. I'm just simply following the documentation, and from here you can just simply get the client. Okay, this is the way I will be explaining the code, like exactly how the things are working here, but it should be easy to understand, so don't worry. So from here I will actually get the client. So what am I doing? First of all, I'm getting the client. The client hasn't been generated yet, so I will have to generate the client, and after that I'm downloading the PG adapter. And once the PG adapter here, so first of all I'm actually creating my adapter. Adapter is needed for creating the client, and once the adapter is created, and after that I'm just giving that adapter to the Prisma client class, and that's it. It simply generates the Prisma client for you. Having said that, I'm actually saving the Prisma client in the global variable. So I'm simply saying that global for Prisma is gonna be equals to global as unknown as, because we are using unknown because we don't know the type of the global. So first of all we are setting it to unknown, and then we are giving it the new type. And what is gonna be the type? We are saying that in global we will have something called Prisma, and that will be the type of Prisma client and all. Should be easy peasy. Otherwise just simply copy and paste. This line simply tells that okay, in the global variable you will have a field called Prisma, and that will have the value of Prisma client, as simple as that. And over here, first of all you are checking in the global variable, okay, global for Prisma.Prisma, whether there is Prisma value or not. If the Prisma client already exists in the global variable, you will be using that. Otherwise you are gonna be creating a new Prisma client, and once that Prisma client is created, you will even be checking whether the whether you are working on production or development. If you are working on development, then you will be saving the Prisma client in the global variable. So keep in mind that it is saying that node environment is not equals to production. That means when you are not on production, when you are on development, at that time you have to just save your Prisma client to the global variable, so that you don't have to create the Prisma clients over and over. As simple as that. This is how it works. And as for this particular client that hasn't been generated yet, if I show you the things right now, I don't have any client. And if I go to my Prisma schema.Prisma, so this is the path for that. If I generate the client, so it will be generated here. That means if I run here, it will be generated where? I'm here, right? So dot generated, this is not the right path. So let's simply make sure that it is actually generated inside source. So I want my Prisma file, this client to be generated inside source. For that thing I will have to change this a little bit. So I want it to be generated inside source, right? So .src, so not like this. It's completely up to you. I want to have it there, so that's why I'm doing it. src. So I will be running command in this particular DB, and then I want it to go to inside source, and inside source generate and Prisma. Inside this particular path, in this path, at this path, whatever you say, the client should be generated. Let's simply run the generate client generate command. So npm run db, and that's gonna be this time generate. Again, where am I getting this? Because I have already mentioned all these things here. db generate will simply generate that. So as soon as I run this particular command will run, and it will be generated. Run it and let's see. So it's been generated right now. So if I actually, well, I'm not able to see that. It got generated, that is right, but where is that? That's crazy. Hello brother, how are you? I'm doing great bro. How about you? How are you doing? मजे की बात है कि यहाँ पर जो प्रिज्मा क्लाइंट था वो जनरेट हो गया, बट आई एम ओके. वेयर इज दिस डॉट प्रिज्मा? रियली? सोर्स? ये तो प्रिज्मा के अंदर चला गया. तो डॉट, वेयर इज दैट? आई एम नॉट. Okay, it got generated over there. That's crazy. The path should be related to this particular folder. Sorry for that. Let me change the path right now, and first of all delete this source. I am gonna be changing the path from here. dot dot was fine. I wanna get out of this folder. After that, not generate directly, source, and then this is how it should be done. Let's run the command again, and now it should be generated inside source. So inside source, I got my generated folder over here, like generated client over here. I'm doing well. By the way, what are you learning today? And you are making projects? Yeah, I'm gonna be working on a project using Better Auth. So I have 50%, more than 50% knowledge of Better Auth. But if I actually wanna be good at it, I will have to create a project. So that's gonna be I'll be focusing on. But right now I'm getting the setup ready. So the setup of Prisma and TailwindCSS, so that you can build any project on Turborepo, and that's what I'm focusing on right now. Again, following the documentation. So yeah, anybody can even go through it easily. By the way, I have to install Prisma client over here. So import Prisma client, and the path is gonna be Prisma client. Come on. The Prisma client is in the current folder only. So if I just try to import it from here, Prisma client, why am I not getting any options? Interesting. Okay, I have to import it manually. So import, from where do I wanna import? I wanna import from .generated / Prisma / client, and what I wanna import? I wanna import Prisma client. Fine. Okay, now I'm not getting any error over here. Let's continue. So this thing is also done. What is the next thing that we have to focus on? So we have generated the client. We are even exporting the client from here. So we don't need to worry about that. One thing we need to do, that we have to go to package.json, and over here we have to export the client so that we can actually use it out there. So exports, what do we wanna export? We wanna export the client that we have. So from here I will be exporting the name is gonna be client. So just like this. I hope I'm doing the right thing. By the way, I will be checking it in the documentation as well, not really a big problem. And what I'm gonna be exporting, I wanna export that src / client.ts. Again, this could be right or wrong, so let me have a look at the documentation whether this is the right way to export the things and all or not. Okay, let's keep it here. How are we exporting the things here? db generate, that's fine. This is also done. By the way, I'm actually getting the things inside source. That's also even fine. Like, you can directly export it, or you can create one more file, index.ts, and from there you will be getting everything from here, and you can export it from here as well. Completely up to you. By the way, source index.ts, source, let's use dot over here, dot, yeah, and client spelling is wrong, CLIENT. That's fine. So I'm just simply exporting the client from here. Again, it's completely up to you. You can directly export it like this, and you will be importing the client over there. I mean, wherever you are using the client, or you can go with this way over there. I mean, let's simply follow the documentation. Again, either you are directly exporting it from here, or you are importing it inside index.file, and then from there you are exporting. Ultimately, you are doing the same thing. But let me go with the documentation, so that if you are going through the documentation, you are not gonna face the issue with that. So I'm gonna be creating one more file here, index.ts, and from this file I'm gonna be exporting. So from client I'm exporting the client, and I will be using the index.ts inside index.ts file. So inside index.ts file, this is the code that I'm gonna be pasting over here, just this much. And let me tell you exactly what's happening. Close this, and okay, first of all, generated Prisma client, I'm getting Prisma, and then I'm getting all the types. That's fine. This should be / this. Okay, fine. Okay, so if you are actually worrying about this code, I'm doing nothing. First of all, I'm importing my Prisma client from the client file that I have just created over here. So from here I'm exporting the Prisma client, and that's what I'm exporting over there. And the second thing is that from generated Prisma client I'm exporting everything. Everything means it gets the types as well, so you are exporting from here as well. So that's it. The most important thing is that you are exporting Prisma client, and you will be importing this Prisma client whenever you want to use it, and you can just simply use it. As simple as that. By the way, let's get rid of this, and let's get rid of this either. We have to make some changes in the in the schema package.json file. So let's even do that. Right now I'm not exporting the client, rather I'm exporting everything from where I'm exporting everything from source and index.ts file. Again, up to you. Both the ways are right. You can try them, and both of them are gonna be working, because I have tried them, so I know that. Okay, So this is done. What is the next thing? Import database package in the web app. Now there's one last thing. Most of the things you have already done. Import the client in the web app, try to use that and see whether it's actually working or not. So it's gonna be the action time, kind of like that. By the way, before even doing that, one thing I missed, that I have to give it the proper name, @repodb. That is already that, so I don't need to worry about it. Let's try to use this particular client that we have created over here. Nothing much. What all we have done over here, we have created a DB folder. Inside that I have created the Prisma setup, and from here ultimately I'm simply exporting the Prisma. And once the Prisma is exported, that's it, nothing else. You can follow the documentation for it, you don't need to worry about it. I did the same, you can do the same. And after that I have to go to inside apps. I have 2 apps right now. I will be deleting this docs app, not needed. I'm just gonna be going with this web app, and this is the Next.js app. Inside this I can use my database, right? Why not? Even for that thing I can create server actions. Server action, we directly talk to my database. That's fine. I mean, many things can be done here. So let's try to do that. Okay, inside my app I have page.tsx. Let's try to use the page.tsx. Let's delete everything from here on, and let's try to write the code on or on. So export default function, and this is gonna be the home page, and I will be returning return dev home page and all. Let's simply try to run it as well, see whether it works and all. So ls npm run dev. Wow, we are getting the error because we are inside DB. Let's go 2 steps back. Now it start running that again, npm run dev, and right now it started running. I only have one app, and that is the web app, and that's the only app that is running right now. Later I'm gonna be adding a database, not database, kind of a backend that will be talking to it too. By the way, let's simply try to check the result. Home page is here. What is the next thing that I have to do? I have to import the client inside this. So first of all, I have to, this is already a server component by default. If you have to use it as a client component, you will have to use client tag over here, but this is already a server component. That simply means that I can just simply import my client over here. But for importing the client, first of all I need to go to package.json here, and once I'm inside this, I need to import that in the dev dependency. Let's go here, go through the documentation and have a look at that, how we are importing that. Here we are in the dependencies section. We are importing it because again this is gonna be the dependency, right? So let's do that. So in the dependency section over here, I'll be importing repo /db. I will be importing, and I will be this is how it's actually imported. Ultimately I wanna import everything from there, just as simple as that. That's it, done. And I have to just run one more time npm install, so that it actually installs everything, all the dependencies and all. And once this particular thing is done, after that I have to come back here in this particular file, and this time I want my client. So const Prisma is gonna be equals to client, but how will I be getting it? Prisma, first of all let's make it right, Prisma and Prisma repodb. Okay, by the way, this is not right, let's have only this much. Okay, what am I doing? From @repodb. What is repodb? This is the DB folder that I actually created inside the packages. So inside my packages I have my DB folder, and from here I'm exporting everything, and that's what I'm exporting Prisma, and that's the same thing I'm importing over here. So this is almost done. By the way, if you actually have a look at the package.json file, so the name was @repodb, right? And that's the same file I'm exporting it from over here, importing it from over here. Okay, so this thing is done. If I just click on this Prisma, so over here I'm redirected to this particular Prisma file inside client.ts of DB folder, DB database folder. So ultimately things are working fine so far. Let's close this as well. Things are working fine. Now as I have my Prisma client, I can use this Prisma client to talk to my database. If I want to talk to my database, there should be some data as well, right, in my database. Right now if I look at my database, so there's nothing. Reload the page. This is the database that I have. Okay, and inside this database, okay, turns out that I'll have to pick up the call. Just a sec, I'll be back within 5 minutes. Alrighty, let's continue from here on. Just got a call, so I had to just go with that. Let's continue from here on. So yeah, I was just simply saying that we need to have some data so that we can just simply get it from here, right? So let's have the email ID. I wanna insert some things over here. Email ID is gonna be new@gmail.com and .com, and the name is gonna be what? Name is gonna be new. That's it. I mean nothing else. Come on, yaar. New, done, and save it right now. This is gonna be done. So ultimately data has been saved, data has been inserted, and once it is inserted, what is the next thing that I can do? I'm already getting my Prisma client, and using that Prisma client I can fetch the data and all. So let's even do that. So const data, I hope this is how it's done, by the way. Const, yeah, let's name it data. Await, again if I want to await it, I'll have to make it async, and await Prisma. I already have Prisma dot find Prisma dot user dot find many. I will be finding all of them, and then the condition is gonna be just like this, like there needs to be a query, right? But I will be finding many directly, so I don't need to worry about that. Once I got my data, after that CLG data, let's simply do it like this. I think it should be fine, and let's try to run this and see the results. So npm run dev and see whether I'm gonna be getting that or not. Of course I will get many errors, so don't worry about that. It is common, especially when you are working with Turborepo setup. You are bound to get some errors, but let's see what's gonna happen right now. Reload the page. Application error, server side exception has occurred, loading localhost, blah blah blah. What is the problem right now? Find many. What is the issue? Can't reach database. Okay, it is unable to reach my database. Interesting. 1275432. I need to have my environment variable over here in order to make it work. To do blah 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 blah. Welcome back, everybody. Network issue keeps happening. Not a problem. Let's continue. So I haven't done anything, don't worry about that. Even I was facing the error, and I think the error is mainly because I do not have my environment variable over here inside this app. So inside this app, or not inside this app, inside this web, I will be creating my environment variable. I can do it over here, or the another thing is that I can actually keep my environment variable in the top folder, top file. Again, both the ways are gonna be right. So .env, and what I'll be doing actually, I'll be just simply copying the whole thing from here, Control C and Control V, and I will be showing you both the ways. Let me make this work, this way work, and if I want to make it work, so I have already mentioned over here that I will be using the environment variable. I hope this is gonna work. If it does not work, then I know this works. Like, you can have the environment variable at the top level, root level, and from that environment variable will be used in all those ones. But let's see whether it actually works or not. So if I try to run it again, otherwise I have many other ways to, not a big problem. Again getting the same issue, find many. Oh, okay. Can't reach database as server. Okay, let's do one thing. First of all, keep this env file, not this env file actually. Keep this environment variable directly inside the app, so that if there's any error, I'm done with that actually initially, and then I will be working on the remaining things. So I have my .env file over here. Not only that, I think I will have to install .env file as well. Let's even give it one more try. If we get the error, there's one more thing that I need to do, and that is importing .env. Well, it worked, don't need to worry about it. The only problem was that a .env file was missing. Ultimately the database URL was missing, so it did not know where to connect, and that is why it was unable to connect. Right now it got connected, and I'm getting the ID, one email, new email, and name is new. That's the same thing that I have mentioned where, that's the same thing that I have mentioned in my database over here. This was the data that I actually inserted. Not only that, this is not done yet. Right now I'm connecting it from my from the page.tsx. I'm using it as a server component, so I'm able to talk to my database from here on. Let's create a server action and try to use that server action, try to connect it to the database using the server action and all. So in order to do that, I'll actually have to create a server action here. So inside my web app, I will create a server action, right? So actions, inside actions I'll have a file actions. Inside this actions, okay, index.ts, this is gonna be the server action file. Okay, again if I want to use it as a server action, then I have to use the server over here. This thing is done, then I can create a file, and that's gonna be fetch data. So export const fetch data async. I hope this is how it works. I forgot on the server action related stuff as well, but never mind. We are just one Google search away. By the way, this is how it should definitely work. So this is the server action file. I'm exporting it from here, and once this is getting exported, let me even use a try catch block over here. If I get any error, then I will be using this, and if there's any errors, first of all I'll be logging the error, fetching the data, and that I will be even come on. From where did you learn Harkirat? From Harkirat as well as from other YouTubers as well. So there is there's a YouTuber, there's a event course on Udemy, that is a course by Angela ma'am. So I completed her course. I learned from Angela ma'am Apna college as well. Then Harkirat sir is definitely there, and Chayar code. So there is not only one source, but yeah, I try to learn as much as from all the available sources and all. Even Harkirat is definitely one of the one of the great teachers I've learned from. Here, so this particular thing is done, and return. I'll be returning what? I'll be returning success. Success is gonna be false over here. Again, I'm using server actions over here. If you know that, you must be familiar with this. And message is gonna be error fetching the data, and lastly I will send nothing. That's it. I can send the error if I want, that's completely optional, but yeah, let me do that too. So this thing is getting done, and now over here I need to fetch the data. So if I want to fetch the data, I need the client as well. Cool bro, nice code. I following Harkirat. What are your thoughts? That's the best thing you can do actually. He's great teacher, no doubt in that. Import, I will be importing Prisma, and I will be importing Prisma from RepoDB, and once I got my Prisma, let's just import a Prisma like this. This is the client that I want. If I click on this, I'm redirected here. That's fine, that means it's working right. And after that, const data is gonna be equals to Prisma. I'll have to await Prisma dot user dot find many. I'll be finding many at the same time. Again, you can just make it like this. Once I got my data, I'll check. I will not check. Let's simply I will simply return from here. I contacted you on digital on TG regarding a doubt. I was trying to set up Hono plus Prisma plus Cloudflare worker, got stuck in the same issue. I actually got stuck, bro. But Hono plus Prisma plus Cloudflare. Hono ठीक है, Cloudflare ठीक है, Prisma. The thing is that if you use accelerate over there, Prisma has some problems with accelerate. I actually tried to dig a lot deeper into that, but at the end I found out that this is actually an issue from Prisma side, and it had to be resolved. So you can go with basic setup over there where you are not actually using accelerate, but I think if with Hono accelerate gets important, because you need to pull the data, right? You need to cache the connection and all. So in that case, yeah, it gets a little hard. Even I got stuck. It's not like I have resolved that. If it is possible, I will be trying to go through that setup again. But yeah, a month ago I tried that and I got stuck really badly. Don't know how many days I spent. Then at the end I came to know that okay, it does have problems with accelerate. I hope by now that has been resolved. So I will be first of all checking it, and then let's see. I will do my level best to just resolve that. Same bro. Dug up all the docs, couldn't resolve. I talked to the AI of Prisma. And now AI is telling that okay, Prisma does have some problems with that. Then I said if Prisma actually has the problem, so why am I just pissing myself off? So if you go to Prisma, inside this just talk to the AI of Prisma. So there is an AI. Come on, there should be an AI. Documentation. Get started. Okay, this is the AI, and I was just talking to the AI, and it simply told me that this does have problems. So I said, okay, if it has problems, what can I do? Your English is great. Really? Thank you very much. Means a lot. It means a lot, really a lot. Don't know, but yeah, I just try to speak the way I can speak. It is what it is. Okay, by the way, let's continue. And success is gonna be true over here, and after that message is gonna be data fetched successfully. By the way, this is the first time where I'm actually using Prisma in server actions, but not really a big deal. I will be exporting data from here. This is almost done. If there's anything, I will be just getting that done. After this, I will actually be using server actions over here. So const response is gonna be equals to fetch data from the actions, and I think I should be able to get that. And then CLG response. By the way, server actions I've never used it directly, because first of all, I have used server actions with the forms. Second, I have used server actions with the hooks, but doesn't matter how you can even use the server actions directly over here. Let's try it and see the result. Stop it, run it again. And okay, prom is pending. Did this, I will have to await that. Fine, so let's simply await it right now. Await. Come on, AWAIT. Fine, let's try to check the result right now, and turns out that I'm getting the result. Amazing, good job. So yeah, using server actions, using directly in your page.tsx file, you are able to connect to the database, and you are able to get the data from the database. That means if you are able to get the data, you can fetch the data, you can post the data, you can delete the data, you can update the data. Depends on you. Whatever you can do, you want to do, you can do that. Fine. One more thing that I would like to do over here. This is not done yet. Okay, let it be here. Not really big problem. Close this, close this, close this. What is the next thing that I want? Everything is already working fine, but the thing is that I'm having to use .env file separately. I'm using .env file separately for web, and then I'm using .env file separately for this DB where I actually created this. Chalo, happy coding. I get back to learning so I could build the same projects in future like you. You can even build better ones, because the ones that I'm working with, they're actually nothing. I'm just working with setup over here. But yeah, good luck with that. Definitely you are gonna be doing great. If there's anything, let's get in touch even. I hope you have joined the WhatsApp group if I'm not wrong, or join that and text me. I would like to just simply get in touch with you and discuss about the things that we are gonna be working on in future. Why not? So yeah, let's build a community where we are the ones talking to each other and planning the things for the future and all. Hope to be like getting in touch with you very soon. Okay, so this thing is done. By the way, I can go to my Turborepo. Turborepo, and over here I should be able to see how I can use the environment variable. So let's click on the docs. Environment variables. If I just start searching, it's gonna be hard. Let's simply search environment variables. Environment variables. Simply search it, and let's see. Turbo affected. I had a way, yaar. I mean, I forgotten that. That is right, but I knew how to do that. Cool, bro. Done. That's great. Then it would be great. Environment variables, deployment using wrong environment variables to enable caching environment modes. Is there something that can help me with the... Okay, so this is something over here. So global dependencies is gonna be this. This is the only thing that I need to do, and I'm gonna be done with this. So let's copy and paste. Again, I know it because I worked with this earlier. Like I just tried it, so it worked that time. So I just hope that this time it's gonna work as well. This .env file is not really required, so I can just simply remove it from here. This much is done, and then just over here, I think above just the tasks over here, I will be pasting this. It will simply make the .env file accessible to all. That's it. So what I want, that this time I will cut this env file from here. I will paste it in the root dir, root directory, and this time I can remove this .env file from here as well. So ultimately right now I have only one .env file in the root variable, and the database URL will be shared between all the files that they need, actually this particular database URL. So let's see whether it's gonna actually work or not, or this is just one of my guesses. Who knows. npm run dev, let's try it. Got it up, congratulations. What can I do? A database, it must be can't reach the database, that is right. That means it is unable to access the database. Fine, it is unable to access the database there. So let me use one more thing over here. Just let me go to actions, and just here before getting the Prisma client I'm gonna be importing my .env. So .env/config, that's it. Let's try the same thing again. Stop it, run it again, and I highly hope that this is, I thought it would work. Never mind. Okay, so what is the problem right now? Find many. It turns out that I will have to import .env wherever I'm just using this Prisma client. Turns out to be too much, but never mind, let's do that. If it is actually asking me to do that, so why not? So I will be just importing my .env over here as well. So import .env/config, and this time let's try to run it again, and finger crossed everything went bad. Never mind, it is unable to connect to the database. First of all, it is unable to connect to the database over here, that's fine. And then not only there, rather here, just here. Why is it unable to connect to the database? I have my .env file. I think it should be working here. This was the way. .env all tasks hashes. Got skipped. Okay. Let me take the help of AI right now. I will be okay. I just wanna use only one file, but one more thing let me do. That if I go to inside my cd packages db ls, and if I try to migrate the database right now, so will I be able to do that or not? npm run db migrate. Let's see. Error. Amazing. That means that file is not accessible over here as well. That is actually bad. So what can I do? How can I make this .env file accessible to all the files inside this? There is a way, I know that. What is the way? I need to figure out. Global dependencies .env. .env files can load variables into blah 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 blah. Time to take the help of AI. But one more thing, let's go through my notes first of all. Is there anything that I have mentioned over there? By the way, okay, never mind. Control K, and in turbo repo, mono repo, turbo repo, mono repo, turbo repo. Environment variables, environment. Continued mono repo, turbo repo, environment variables. Alrighty, let's try to have a look at this. Close this. Turbo.json. I haven't mentioned anything over here. This was just the learning time. Turbo.json. Nothing. Okay, not really. Environment turbo repo. I hope I have mentioned that somewhere or the other, but let's see. Environment variables, not this one. Docker environment variables, not really. Pydantic, React, state management, they are gonna be not needed. I should have them somewhere here if I have them, otherwise I'm not gonna be having them too. Okay, yes, things to explore. This is not the one. Let's click on monorepo. I don't think that I will be getting that over here. So congratulations. So I have to take the help of AI this time. So let's click on turbo.json. I wish I could have saved it, but I haven't, so never mind. Let's it's gonna be one more exploration. What else over here? Question: how can I make the env files variables accessible in all the files in Turborepo project? Let's run it and see. Whew. Your .env file is not automatically loaded by Turbo. Environmental loading is done by your app tool. Next in .env framework, Turbo only controls which environment is visible to tasks, whether they affect caching to make variables available to blah 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 blah. Okay, two separate concerns: loading environment variables from .env. Next.js, Prisma, etc. each have their own .env loading, usually from the app root. Turbo does not read .env into process.env. If you want a single .env shared by all apps, point to tool framework that to .env in Node.js or frameworks. Okay, it turns out that I will have to define the predefined path over there. Bad, but yeah, never mind. Letting Turbo pass environment values through the tasks. Turbo filters environment variables in strict default to only those environment global env pass through global pass environment. Okay, in those modes all environment variables are available to tasks. That's fine. Global dependencies in the command Turbo config is strict but explicit. In your existing Turbo you already have this, right? Also make it specific environment variables in all tasks included hashes. So global env global dependencies.env and database URL. Okay, I think I need to do this. Global env is gonna be database URL. That is it, if I'm not wrong. And environment mode is going to be strict. Why not? I mean, this is it that I need if I'm not wrong. So and global env is gonna be everything. Even this can be great. And I want all environment. Okay, turns out we got that. Let's try it. Why not? So instead of using this thing, maybe I need to use global env, and this time I will be exporting everything from here. So including my database, I'm just gonna be exporting everything. Let's try to run it again. Stop it. Run it. अरे ना रे बाबा, ये नहीं करना था मुझे. cd few steps back. cd change directory. 2 steps back. ls npm run dev. And who knows what's gonna happen next? Let's simply reload the page right now. Reload the page. Started facing that again. Seriously, you've got to be kidding me. But never mind. Even this is not working. What can I do? But I will figure it out. Well, I mainly came here. I already have a way that I can go with that, like keeping the environment variables in the specific files where they are actually required. But I want to learn it. How can I actually make it accessible? So cd, I came one step back. Turborepo, setup. Turborepo setup. ls cd packages. ls cd db. ls npm run db migrate. Okay, I'm not able to access right now. Data source URL property is required in your Prisma config, but that is not accessible over here. That is fine. One more thing that I can do actually over here, that whenever I'm actually getting it here, .env config. So instead of getting it like this, what I can do, that by import first of all .env. Again, this is one of the. This could be one of the ways. So import .env from .env. I hope this is right. Import .env from .env. What is wrong with this? Well, nothing is wrong with this. Let's go. And then .env.config, and inside this I'll have my environment variable. The path is gonna be from this particular folder. I am already inside a db. Okay, from db I am inside packages right now. .env. I mean, will this work? Don't know. Let's even check this thing out. Okay. At least is this gonna work? I think I need to mention path over here. Yeah, path, that's right. So that was something that I missed. Instead of keeping the environment variable over here, this should actually be path, 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 done. And let's try to run it. By the way, this is not the most optimal way, and this is not exactly what I want, but if it runs, then why not? Turns out it is not running. Life cycle script dev failed. ls, sorry, not npm run dev, npm run db and migrate. Seriously, turns out it is not working. Anyway, do you guys know that? Otherwise, I will have no another way except going with the previous one. Related to the problem, .env path. How about using this? I'm gonna be just simply copying and pasting the stuff right now. I hope some way or the other is definitely gonna work. Turns out, let's forget about this. I mean, I'm not gonna be going with this way right now. The previous one should definitely have worked, but never mind. .env is here, and I have to go to inside ts config. Come on, not inside ts config. I have to go to inside db, and then Prisma config.ts. Okay, over here let me change some of the things. So over here, if I make it like this, import .env from .env, then .env.config, and over here I'm gonna be having path. Path is going to be what? Path is going to be .env, just this much. If I try to run it right now, the same command, it is going to be working. Amazing. But this is even not what I wanted. But yeah, you can keep your environment file in the root variable, root directory, and from here you can specify the path. Like 2 directories back, there is something called .env file. Get the environment variable from there, and you are done. This is also a way. By the way, this is definitely gonna work because it has loaded that, and now it is just trying to migrate the data to the database. So, okay, this worked, but did I want this? Not really. But it is working. You can go with this as well. So there are 2 ways that we know. First of all, you can keep the environment file in that specific dir directory wherever it is required. The second thing is that you can actually keep it inside the root directory over here, and you can just simply use a path over here using .env configuration. You can specify the path. Okay, this is where it does exist. But again, unfortunately, this is not even what I want. I mean, it is working, I can go with this, but I'm exploring something else, right? So let's even get rid of this way. This works, you can go with this anyway. And my way was that I don't want to do anything, rather I want it to be accessible directly, and that is not accessible directly right now. Yeah, that is not accessible directly right now. So in that case, I can go to my turbo.json here, and I'm just gonna be data exporting database URL, maybe this way. I mean, I have to try each and always that I can think of. Well, this is not working. That means ChatGPT, whatever, Perplexity. How can you help me with now? This is working, not really needed right now. Global env gonna be exporting everything. Task build depends. Okay, linked, deploy. Env mode is gonna be strict. Let's even add this thing. This is the only thing that is remaining. That's it. Will this work? And there was an easy way. I mean, why I can't think of that? Because of course it's been a long time. Once I did use that actually, and it actually worked. Well, that's crazy. Let's go through the documentation right now. I mean, it is definitely not gonna be helping me. Control W, and over here, come on, Control W, Control Home myself. Okay, have I handled environment failing to account environment variables? Global env. Okay, this is how I should be able to use that, but I'm not able to use that. Env my API. this should be working because this is mentioned. Adding environment variables to task hashes. Turborepo needs to be aware of your environment variables to account for changes in application behavior to add this. Blah blah blah. Important global variable, and that's what I'm trying to do. This is the important global variable that I have. Paste it here, and global env. This is gonna be database URL if I'm not wrong. That's the name over here. Control this, control home, yeah, copy it and come back here, paste it here, and control S for saving it all. Run it again. When it is not working, so what can I do now? I can explore more things right now. This is not done yet. At least I will keep exploring as long as I'm done with this thing. Global env env. Do I need to make more changes here? Let's see. Okay. Turbo run build not needed. Data fetch not needed. Global dependencies. .env is gonna be global dependency. Why not use this thing as well over here? Let's try this thing as well. So I'm gonna be using both the things here. Global environment as well as the global dependency. Just like this. Gonna be crazy, I know. But am I gonna be giving up just like this? Not really. Let's time to test and was just a sec. One more question. How can I access database URL? Tells Turbo pass database from the caching the hashes, but Turbo does not load environment files. Okay, read it slowly. Turbo does not load .env files. Your app or framework must do that. Access database URL via process.env.database URL after loading it with .env. Okay, so .env, this is the .env file that I've got, and after that npm.env find, and after that done config environment variables. Prisma config. Once I got my environment variables done, so this is how it should work. Apps web.env load index.js app. So per app.env simplest Prisma official recommendation. Okay, they are simply saying that create .env file per app. I mean, wherever you need that, use that. But yeah, that is the recommended way. But I wanna do something else. So over here they are simply saying that the second way root shared.env. Oh, come on here. They are simply saying the same thing, like the relative path you need to have. That's it. There is no another way. I thought there were. Seriously? There must be a way. I did it. Turbo DB generate filter. Depends on cache is gonna be false, persistent is going to be true. It is only showing you two ways. If I'm keeping that in the root dir, then I need to use the relative path. I need to set the path from my on side. This is the first thing, and the another thing is that I can actually keep the files inside the particular app, inside the particular app where I actually need it. Okay, turns out I need to go with this. Let's go ahead. I mean, let's go with the simplest way right now. The main focus was on getting the setup ready. Overall, we explored two ways right now. Nothing could be better than this. As for this one, I will be removing it from here. Let's go the most easiest way ever. What is that? I am not gonna be having it here. Rather, I am gonna be having it inside that particular app wherever this is required. So inside this particular app and inside this particular app, Control V. Turns out, okay, I already have that over here. Not really a big problem. Now it's done, and I can just simply go ahead from here on. .env is here. Then I don't have .env file here, so I can do one thing. db, come on, db, copy, and web, paste, done, close everything, and cd, let's even do that, run this command, db migrate. It should work. Yeah, it's definitely gonna work, but I don't want to do that right now. Cd, few steps back, ls npm run dev, and it should definitely work this time. Okay, we have explored enough. It's time to just continue with the with this setup. As simple as that. Let's click on this. I should be getting the response. Let's wait for a while, and I got my response from the database and all. So that's done. What is the next thing that I can do over here? There's one more thing that I want to do. So far I only have web, right? I want to create a backend on Turborepo, and I want to connect that backend to the database. Let's see whether it's even I can do that or not. So I'm gonna be creating a backend over here. So call it backend, call it server, depends on you. Anything. So this is the server that I'm gonna be creating, and this server will talk to the database, and yeah, that is fine. So after that, what will I do inside this? Interesting, good question. ls cd into apps/server ls. Now npx init. I think this is how it's done. It's been long time even doing this thing. Bad. npm. Never mind, I mean, if I get stuck, I have my Google. Okay, by the way, this is done. So this particular thing I've done over here. What is the next thing? The next thing is that I have to create a source folder inside this. So mkdir src inside. Okay, that is done. Then touch src/index.ts. First of all, I'll be using TypeScript over here. If I want to use TypeScript over here, I will have to initialize the TypeScript. npm tsc init. I hope this is how it's done. This is also done. Cool. I mean, never thought to do the things so easily. I was sure that I won't get stuck, but never mind. Module, I will be using this. Script is here, that's fine. This is the server that I'm creating. Inside this I have index.ts. I need to install some of the things. First of all, npm install express, and then TypeScript I already have, and what I will be talking to the database, right? So the client I already have that, so I don't need to worry about that. But I think I do need to have a client over here. I will be checking that. Let's simply install express and get the things done, and let's see, whatever we need, we will be installing them as simple as that. So import express from, come on, from express. Seriously, you got to be kidding me. Do I need to install the dev dependencies? And express is equal to, can't find it. It is unable to find that. Do I have express over here? Turns out I do not have that. Where did I install? Server. npm, not npm, code package ls code package.json file. That's the same file that I have over here. Why don't I have that particular dependency, like the dependency of the server, like express that I installed? Express, what is wrong with that? Done. And now I got that. Don't know what was the problem with the first one. Okay, fine. What is the next thing? It turns out that I will have to install the dependencies and all. Never mind. npm install dev dependency, and what do @type/express. I have to install it. Oh, that's a lot. Let's even make it better. I mean, let's make it production ready. Express server. I mean, why not? If we can do that, so why not? I'll have index.ts. I'll have one more file that is called app.ts. Inside this app.ts, I will be creating that particular server. This is how I actually do the work when I work with Express, like production ready application. Const app is gonna be Express, and just like this. And after that, getting the call again. Give me a few minutes. I'll be right back. Just a minute.
close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the
Alright everybody, let's continue from here on. As for the data, I think it will be alright. So far I've been just working on this setup, like front end is almost done. Even I'm able to connect to Prisma client and all, that is almost done. And the only thing is that I wanted to use the Prisma client in my backend as well. So I just wanted to create a backend server and then wanted to use that. So let's see how that's gonna be going on. And mainly in order to use that, I'll have to just run it inside index.ts file as well. So I'm exporting it from here. Let's import it over here and app dot listen on port. Let's have the port number over here. So const port is going to be 3000 around, just like this. And after that I can enter my port number over here, and then a function just after that, clg, and that would be like server is running on port and the port number. So it's not gonna be like that. Excuse me, am I not I am visible. I should be visible anyway, but let's see how it's gonna be going on. I hope it's as I expect it to be. Yeah, it is. So let's continue. So first of all, I'll have to use different kind of string over here that is called backsticks or something, if I'm not wrong. Let's paste it over here, $this and the port number. That's it. Let's try to run it, and this time if I run npm run dev, let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, first of all it started running and then got the errors. What is the error over here? The error is what? Server dev command within the home versions npm run executed. Okay, not really getting the exact error, but let's see. Lifecycle script register index.js failed with error this. Missing dist script index.php. They are simply saying that this is simply missing. Okay, if it is missing, then I can just simply regenerate it. Not really a big problem. But even if I want to regenerate it, in that case the command should be right. This dist command kind of should be right too. I mean, I should not be facing the problems over here. Index.js is gonna be running, and that is it. And this is gonna be dist/index.js. Let's try to run it right now again, npm run dev, and see how it's gonna be going on. And turns out again face the error. And they are simply saying what? They are simply saying that this particular command is missing, and lifecycle start failed with error. So over error, in this particular thing is missing, index.js. So inside dist, I do have index.js file. Missing script dist index.js home server command ssh npm build npm run dist lifecycle dev failed. Npm run dev failed. Okay, sorry. This should be this is right. Npm run dev is gonna be npm run start. That simply means that it will be running this start command, and then npm run build. First of all you have to build that, and after that npm run. Really sorry. Node just index.js and all. It happens. I mean, really bad, I know, but never mind. Let's continue. So ultimately right now it is started on this particular server is started on 3000 port as well. Well, I have to start it on 3001 or something, so that they are actually running on different ports altogether. So let's go to that index.ts file and let's make it 3001, and this time is to run again, and this is gonna be running. Ultimately server is gonna be running on port 3001, and if I try to access the server using Postman, let's see with how that's gonna be getting done. So even for this thing I'm gonna be using something else, extension. I think there is a extension called Thunderbolt if I'm not wrong. So let's try to install it. Control-Shift-X, and over here I will be searching something called Thunderbolt. I prefer to just do the things from here on. Thunder client, I think this is the one. Thunder client, I think this is the one. Let's simply install it, and I will be using this for making API requests to the database and all. from here on, maybe mail it to the backend, and let's see whether how it's gonna be working and all. So this thing is done. After that, Control Shift E. I even need my Thunderbolt over here, so Control Activity bar, and Thunder client. Control Shift R is for this. Never mind. This is the request that I'm gonna be having over here. Control Shift E, and not only that, Control Shift P and hide activity bar right now. And let's close this from here. And over here, I will be just having the URL, and that's gonna be http://localhost 3001/API/v1/users/what users/ that's it. This is gonna be a GET request. Let's simply send it from here, and I'm getting user data fetch successfully and all. Okay, so far so good. What is the next thing that I can actually do over here? After this, the next thing that I actually need to do, first of all, let's close this from here. And the next thing is that inside my app.ts, I have to, not here as well, close this. I mean, let's close everything for now, and let's go to user controllers right here, and I will be getting my client. So import Prisma. Turns out that I don't even have it here, so I'll actually have to install it. And not only that, when it comes to this tsconfig file, so right now I have so much here and I don't want to have that all, so I have to just import that as well. So it turns out that many things are gonna be there. Let's close this as well. Few things that I need to change over here. First of all, let's get some reference from this UI tsconfig. I will be extending it like this. Why not? I can just simply copy and paste the things when examples are there. So let's simply paste it over here. Extends at that report I should configure React library. Not really. I'm gonna be having I don't really have any suggestions, so let's go to the TypeScript right now, and I'm gonna be getting the base JSON file from there. So base.json, as simple as that. Compiled options are gonna be out dir, that's gonna be dist, and root dir, that's gonna be src source dist, include source node modules. Everything is fine, not really a big problem over here, and it should be done. That's it. So this particular thing is done right here. Apart from this particular thing, let's collapse this one inside like a .json file. I have everything else. Anything else that is required? Yeah, few things that are required right now. First of all, inside my dev dependencies section, I will be getting my tsconfig related things. So at the rate what? How will I be getting that? Let's have a look at that. So package.json file at the rate dependencies, not dependencies, at the rate repo TypeScript config, and I will be exporting everything from there. So let's even do that. So at the rate repo/TypeScript config, and I will be just getting everything from there. So this thing is done. Not only that, and after that, as a dev dependency, I will be getting at the rate repo/db. I'll be again getting everything from there, just like this. Let me install the things right now. npm install. Okay, this thing is done. What is the next thing that I need to do? The next thing is close this. Once I have this, I can just simply run it right now, npm run dev, and let's see how it's gonna be going on. It seems to be working fine if I'm not wrong. Yeah, but even before that, I can go to my controller over here, and I can actually import my Prisma right now. So import Prisma, just like this. By the way, this will be Prisma over here. Once I have this, I can even check whether it is connected or not, and after that, using this Prisma, I will actually be getting the data now. So first of all, I even need to keep everything inside a try catch block. Once everything is inside try catch block, even I will be pasting some of the things over here. Control Shift V, done. Status is gonna be 500. Success is gonna be false. If there's any error, so either is gonna be there. By the way, error fetching the user details, fetching the user details. It's like once you have done that, so you overall know what's gonna happen. After that, if there is any error, I will be just simply sending the errors as well. Depends, by the way. Never mind, let's get it. Why not send it? So this thing is actually done. By the way, that should be inside the errors and all, but never mind, I'm just sending it like this right now. And just inside this, I have to get all the data first of all. So data is gonna be await and await a user. Come on, Prisma dot user dot find many. I will be getting all the data from here. Once I have the data, simply I'm gonna be returning the data from here on. So let's simply return the data from here. That's pretty much simple thing. One thing is clear, that I need to have my .env file, because without this if I run it will be problematic. Let's even check that npm run there. So it is bound to fail, that is right. So it is just simply saying that what module not found, which module not found. It will simply say that failed to connect to the database. Am I getting that somewhere? Turns out I'm not getting that anywhere. Never mind. Packages db source index.ts, a module not found. Never mind, let me do one thing first of all. Let's have a .env file, control C from here, and let's simply paste it over here. Once I have it here, not only that, install formatter, close this, control shift E, and after that I'm actually gonna be having .env file over here as well. So import .env from import.env config. That's it. This is how it's gonna be going on. npm run dev, and let's see whether I get the result and all. Turns out I'm getting the same result right now. Okay, what is the next thing that I can do? Okay, cd app/server ls npm install, not even npm install actually, npm install.env. I'm almost close, actually really close. Okay, I need to do one more thing while exporting it from them. Let's cd features back ls npm run dev. Getting this error. What is this saying? That life cycle is pretty start failed with this. It is simply saying that module not found, source and client. This particular module is not found. So let's go to the client right now, db, and generated, and this particular client is here, models, internal, and then client.ts. Let's simply click on this and have a look at the result. So right now the thing is that files are in the TS format, and that's what I wanted. Didn't I? Yeah, I mean they are the way they should be. There's nothing wrong with them. Runtime environment. Earlier I was facing this issue, but that is not happening right now over here. Interesting. What can I do right now? Client.ts. I'm exporting this from here. SSH server command vpn register Turborepo server apps home versions this and run exited fine, and start with error. That's fine. Come on. Nearly right now I'm using a client, because of that thing I'm facing this error. App server and failed index.js lifecycle dev desktop. Interesting. Gonna be great. Can't find module home vpn desktop whatever. Source client db source client, it is unable to find that, imported from this particular thing. Okay, interesting. It is just unable to find that. Source index.ts, db source index.ts, it is exported from there, and it is unable to find that particular client. Got that? Okay, if it is unable to find that client, then what can I do? One more thing, especially when it comes to this. So what I had mentioned in my notes, coding the code, and then important topics. There was something like what? Prisma. I don't really have anything related to Prisma over here. That's fine. Let's simply search Prisma over here. Prisma, and just click on this. and import file extension is gonna be TS. This makes the export in TS format. What if I use this? I mean, is this gonna be working? I mean, even if I don't need to use this because things are the way they should be, so this is not needed, but why not? Let's give it a try. Let's paste it here. It converts it to the TS format, but the thing is that things are already in the TS format, so I don't even think that this is required, but why not? Let's give it a try one more time. ls npm run dev. Even before that, I need to just generate the client, so cd packages db ls npm run db generate. Client is generated. cd few steps back ls npm run dev. Getting this error again, crazy. It is simply saying that this particular module is not found source.db.source.client. Why? Why don't I have my known modules here? This is insane. Known modules are actually at the top level. npm install. Alright, this does not even make any difference, like the apps do not have their own like known modules, and this is kind of crazy, but never mind. npm run dev. What can I do right now? It is simply exiting it directly, that is fine. And the main error is this, that this is not found. So let's give it this error to the AI and see the reason behind this particular error. Come on. Control-Shift-C. Try to know the reason behind this error. What is the problem with this? Client is not accessible. I'm exporting the client, I'm importing the client here too. So what could be the reason behind this? Because server dev npm and start npm run build.ac files node treats reverse source tiers as ESN takes import syntax but can't find a source client inside because there's no type module declaration. Fix inside db package.json. Prisma this, then dev iterated with this. Types is gonna be distro type from here, that's all. Type is gonna be module. Type module is not just the okay and just needed. Haven't I mentioned that? I think I haven't mentioned that there. Let's try that thing right now too. So inside my db packages db package.json module is gonna be types, just like this over here. npm run dev. Interesting. Never really expected this error right here, because yeah, once I did it right and right now I'm stuck here. ls I can get rid of this particular thing right here from here. Last time I was getting this error, but right now I'm not even getting that error. That's amazing. I mean, they have worked from their own side, like in Prisma team, npm run dev. I'll have to even migrate the data and all. So cd packages cd packages db ls npm run db migrate. Do I need to migrate the database? Not really, I just need to generate it. So db generate, done. ls npm run dev, cd few steps back, npm run dev. Okay. Oh my god, seriously, never expected this thing to happen, but why am I not able to find the module? Question is this. So like in Turborepo, whenever you create a server, at that time you face this error. Interesting. The good thing is that I got the chance of trying this thing. The next thing would be to actually solving it. There was source index.ts. It was not found. Okay. But it turns out that this particular index.ts that's actually getting exported from here. What can I do now? I think I should be taking a break. It's gonna be crazy otherwise. Why am I unable to find that? Inside apps, server. Let me uninstall and npm install everything. So ultimately node module is going to be installed at the top level. This is gonna be kind of the new update or something, but okay, even with that, inside this, let's even delete this one. Inside source controller.js, I'm getting this Prisma actually here, and once I'm getting this, if I click on this, I'm redirected to this particular thing. That means I'm able to get this file as the repo db. There is definitely something that I'm missing. What is that? I don't know. ls npm run dev. It does not parse common JS. add a type module to Vipendra packages db package.this. That's what I've done. I've already done that. JSON db package.json module type. And anything else needed? Module tag, not type, is gonna be module. Great, interesting stuff. I write the code the wrong way as well. Type is gonna be module. This should be fine now. npm random. Okay, one more here. What is the next thing? Can't find module. This client imported from this module not found. That's fine. Life cycle start with there. npm this common field sh npm this index.js life cycle there and this common field server command generated client.ts. Inside this everything is in the TS format already, so I should not be facing this. As for this client that is actually being exported from here. Okay, never mind. I can dig a little deeper into it and then figure out the problem. Why am I not able to scroll? This is crazy. Control Shift C. Dear process report TSCD in server compiles repo db source in that case which imports client but Prisma client generation hasn't run yet. ctdb npx Prisma generate. Prisma generate and then ts whenever I'm building that. db package.json. Now building. DC watch. Come on. Why do I even need to build that? They are unable to find here this mainly because it is let's do it later. I mean, I'm done with this right now. I'm gonna be taking a break for some time. I don't know why. Like the last time when I worked with, every time whenever I start working with this Turborepo, I encounter a new error. Last time I solved it by changing the generation of the client and right now that doesn't need to be changed because that is already the way that should be. So I'm stuck with something else now. It is simply saying that it is unable to just get that and all, and this is crazy insane. If I go to my source over here, client.ts, user Prisma @repo, I'm already getting that. And if I'm getting that, so I can simply call it here. And the thing is that I'm unable to call it here. npm random. Insane. This is not even the way that I want. Superb. That was it for now. I'm gonna be catching up after some time, and let's see whether I'm gonna be able to resolve this issue or not. That was it. I'm done with this for now. I'm gonna be catching up soon. I never expected that I would get stuck. The thing is that last time I was facing the another error, I fixed that and it was working fine, and right now I got stuck with the another error altogether. Let's see how it's gonna be going on. I'll be coming back soon.